Welcome to Game 2 here at Bruce Bochy Field between Cleveland Community College and Pensacola State College. On the mound for Cleveland Community College will be Drew Yelton. He'll be facing the Pensacola State team that just came off a tough 11-8 loss to the Titans in the first game. So here we get started. So Lincoln Pack flies out to center field. That brings up Taft Middleton. Middleton playing left field in game 2. Went 2 for 4 in game 1. Here's the pitch from Yelton. Hit down to first base. Tyler Rosario has it, steps on first, and that's 2 down. So good start for Drew Yelton. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Caden Hartman. So Hartman playing first base again here in game 2. Steps in. Here's the first pitch from Yelton. Outside, ball 1. So a quick 2 up, 2 down for Cleveland Community College. Hartman's pitch, a good one, strike 1. That one broke over the plate. So 1-1 now on Hartman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball. Center fielder Tanner Britt strolls back. He's under it and makes the catch. So 1-2-3 first inning for Cleveland Community College. Pensacola taking the field here in the first inning of game 2 of the Prospect Select Spring Kickoff. So Pensacola State College takes the field. And Cameron Johnson warming up. Cameron Johnson, left-hand sophomore from Burlington, Ontario. Went to TNXL Academy. Taking his warm-ups pitches as we get ready to go here. Johnson will face Riley Stiles, Tim Negron, and Cruz Arnold here to start the bottom of the first inning for Cleveland Community College. right, warm-up tosses are done. Cameron Johnson's ready, and Riley Stiles will head to the box. So Riley Stiles will step in, playing right field in the season opener for Cleveland. Stiles last season in 46 games, he hit .384 with 30 stolen bases, 2 home runs. First pitch, strike one from Cameron Johnson. That one's inside, ball one, 1-1 on Riley Stiles. Stiles was part of a 39-win team last season for Cleveland Community College. Ball two. Pensacola definitely doesn't want to get him on base because he had 30 stolen bases last season. I'm sure he'll be running again today. Here's the 2-1. Strike called. 2-2. Cameron Johnson set. Here's the 2-2 to Stiles. Swinging strike. So a strikeout to start the game for Johnson. And that'll bring up the catcher, Tim Negron. So the catcher will step in. Negron swinging the first pitch. Foul ball down the right field line. Not a play, strike one. Strike two. Here's the 0-2. Outside, ball one. Freshman from Miami, Florida, Tim Negron. Here's the 1-2. That's a base hit in between first and second. And Negron has the first hit for Cleveland Community College today. That'll bring up the left fielder, Cruz Arnold. Cruz Arnold played 48 games for Cleveland last season, hit .381 with 18 doubles, 7 home runs, 48 RBIs. Also stole 19 bases. One of the leaders coming back this season for the Yetis. Takes strike one from Johnson. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Instead, he throws the first. Negron's back easily. Johnson set. That one's fisted down the right field line. Foul. Strike two. So 0-2 quickly on Cruz Arnold. One out here in the bottom of the first. No score. Game 2 of the Prospect Select Spring Kickoff here at Bruce Bochy Field. That one's high. Ball one, 1-2. Game 2 of a 3-game day as the Titans will take on Cleveland Community College in the final game, 6 p.m. today. Here's the 1-2 from Johnson. Outside, ball two, 2-2. Throw it first once again. Negron's back easily. 2-2 count on Arnold. Johnson knows he has to be careful here. Fouls that one straight back. Still 2-2. One out here in the bottom of the first. Arnold's ready. Here's Johnson's pitch. Low, 3-2. So Cruz Arnold's worked the count full. Cameron Johnson's ready. There's the pitch. Strike 3. Oh, fouled that off. Just got a piece of that. So, and back continues. There's Arnold. We'll see his 8th pitch of the at-bat. Good battle going on. There's the pitch. A good backdoor. Strikeout looking. That's 2 strikeouts on the day, 2 outs. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Tanner Britt. So Tanner Britt steps in. Ball 1. Sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. Center field in the first game. Once again, they check on Negron first. Takes that one inside. Ball 2. 2-0 from Johnson. That one's low as well. 3-0. So 2 outs. Negron's on first. Now 3-0 to Tanner Britt. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Strike called. Good pitch there. So 3-1 now. Cameron Johnson sets. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball right back up the middle. Good base hit for Tanner Britt. Negron turns second. He's going to third. The throw, not in time. Tanner Britt goes to second on the throw. So, just like that, Cleveland Community College has second and third, 2 out. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Wyatt McSwain. Freshman from Shelby, North Carolina. Right-handed hitter. The Yetis look to get on the board early. That one's outside, ball 1. Johnson set. Big swing from McSwain, strike 1. So the batter's starting to head to first, but the call on the field is that he swung at the pitch. So it'll be 1-2. McSwain's not exactly sure about that, but he'll step back in the box. The count now 1-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runners on second and third. So Wyatt McSwain's back in. Hits that one to center field and short, and it's going to fall. Heading home is Tim Negron, and Cleveland is on the board first. RBI single by Wyatt McSwain. Gives Cleveland Community College a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. So the first baseman, Tyler Rosario, will step in. Freshman from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Fouls that one off, strike one. That one's outside, ball one. 1-1. So Cleveland Community College strikes first. 2 outs. Tyler Rosario stepping in. 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch drops that in. 2-2. Good pitch there from Johnson. Evens the count. 2-2. Outside, ball 3, 3-2. So full count, 2 outs. Rosario is ready. Johnson's ready. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Good pitch from Johnson, but not before Cleveland scores twice, and we head to the second inning. The Yetis leading 2-0. So Drew Yelton back on the mound, getting his warm-up tosses in here for inning number 2. Now has a 2-0 lead to work with. He'll face Wilkes, Walters, and Stallworth here in the second inning for Pensacola. So warm-ups are done. Caden Wilkes getting ready to step in. DH in game 2. And Yelton's first pitch fouled off, strike 1. just misses on the outside. Ball 1-1. Freshman from Forest City, North Carolina, Yelton. Ground ball to third base. Connor Lindsay has it over to first for the out. So 1 up, 1 down here in the second inning. Grant Walters will step to the plate. Walters playing second base here in game 2. Faces Yelton. High chopper, foul down the third base line, strike 1. Ball. So 1-1 now on Walters. Here's the 1-1 from Yelton. Strike called. Strike 2. Left-handed starter. That one got away a little bit. 2-2. One out here in the top of the second. Drew Yelton sets. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul up the third baseline. Yelton set. Here's the 2-2 once again. Another ground ball up the third baseline, foul. And the battle continues. Fouls that one down the right field line. And he'll see his 8th pitch of the at-bat now. It remains 2-2. Yelton gets the sign. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. Shortstop Alex McKee calling for it and makes the catch. So McKee makes the catch for 2 down. Jackson Stallworth will come up. So Jackson Stallworth will step in. Went 1 for 3 in game 1 this morning. Back in right field for game 2. Fouls off the first pitch, strike 1. Yelton set, here he comes. Check swing. Strike 2. Looked like he checked, but first base umpire said he went. 0-2 now with 2 outs. Yelton's pitch just misses. Good pitch there. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Fouls that one off. Drew Yelton has the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Stallworth. Got him swinging. So the first strikeout of the day for Yelton is the 3rd out of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. Cleveland Community College leading 2-0. Cameron Johnson back on the mound for inning number 2 for Pensacola. He'll face the bottom of the Cleveland Community College lineup, Hartley, Lindsay, and McKee. He's finishing up his warm-up tosses as we get ready for the bottom of the second inning. So Walker Hartley stepping in. Freshman from Hudson, North Carolina. Strike one called from Cameron Johnson. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball out to left field. And Taft Middleton makes the catch out there for the first out at the bottom of the second. That'll bring up third baseman Connor Lindsley. So Connor Lindsay steps in. Third baseman, also a freshman from North Carolina, from Locust. First pitch, ball 1. That one got away from Cameron Johnson. That'll be ball 2. So 2-0 count now on Connor Lindsay. Ground ball to the shortstop. Anthony Diaz has it, pumps, and throws. So 2 up, 2 down here in the second inning. That'll bring up Alex McKee. So Alex McKee steps in, the number 9 hitter, shortstop. Cameron Johnson's ready. First pitch. Got him on the leg. Hit by a pitch. So McKee will take his base, and Cleveland will go to the top of the lineup with Riley Stiles coming back up. So the hit by pitch has McKee now at first. Riley Stiles comes up. He struck out in the first inning, start the game off. Ball 1. Had a really productive freshman season for Cleveland Community College. Back as the leadoff hitter this season. Throw over to first. McKee's back easily. Stiles is ready. Here's Johnson's pitch. Low, ball 2, 2-0. Johnson's ready. Here's the 2-0, outside, ball 3. So after 2 quick outs, a hit by pitch, and now Styles is 3-0. Good pitch there, 3-1. Johnson's ready. Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So 2 on, 2 out now for Tim Negron, who singled and scored last time out. Pensacola's coach going to come out and have a chat with Cameron Johnson. So the conversation's over, and Tim Negron will step in now. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Johnson set, looking at the runner at second, comes home, ground ball in the hole. Shortstop can't make the play. Around third will be McKee. McKee will score. Diving into third is Riley Styles on the RBI single from Tim Negron. And Cleveland Community College makes it 3-0 with the dangerous Cruz Arnold coming up. So first and third now, 2 down. Cruz Arnold coming up. First pitch is a good one from Johnson, strike 1. Here's the 0-1, outside, ball 1. So 1-1 now on Arnold. The 1-1 pitch, low, ball 2, 2-1. Styles on third, Negron on first. Cruz Arnold struck out looking his first time up after a battle. He's up 2-1 here in the second. Good eye there, just missed, 3-1. Johnson's ready. Here's the 3-1. Ripped down the third base line and past the third baseman. Styles will score easy. They hold Negron at second with an RBI single from Cruz Arnold. And it's 4-0 Cleveland Community College. So that brings up the center fielder, Tanner Britt, singled and scored in the first. Comes up now with 2 on, 2 out. 2 runs already home here. That one's high, ball 1. Johnson set. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike, strike 1. So 1-1 now on Tanner Britt. Strike 2, so 1-2 now. And Johnson 1 strike away from getting out of this. Outside with that one, 2-2. Johnson gets the sign. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that one hits Tanner Britt. And that will load the bases now with 2 outs. Wyatt McSwain. So McSwain comes up, bases loaded, 2 outs. The designated hitter had a 2-run single in the first inning. Hits that one foul down the third baseline. Strike 1. Already 4-0 here in the second inning. McSwain has a chance to add some more runs for Cleveland Community College. Johnson's ready. He lines that to first. Good catch by the first baseman, Caden Hartman. And that ends the threat. And we head to the top of the third with Cleveland Community College leading 4-0. So Drew Yelton back on the mound for Cleveland Community College, who now has a 4-0 lead as we head to the third inning against Pensacola. So Drew Yelton on the mound for the third inning here. He'll face Diaz, Murray, and Hudson. Shortstop Anthony Diaz steps in. He was 2 for 3 in the first game. Strike 1. Yelton been throwing strikes early today. Strike 2. So quickly ahead of Anthony Diaz, 2-0-2. As Drew Yelton continues to look good out here today. That one, though, lined right back up the middle, and Anthony Diaz continues to swing a hot bat. So a single for Diaz starts the third for Pensacola. Ethan Murray stepping up. Murray playing third base was 1 for 3 in the first game. Comes up now with Diaz at first. Nobody out here in the third inning. That one's outside, ball one. Yelton's ready. Here's the 1-0 to Murray. Murray, high fly ball. Center fielder's coming in. And Tanner Britt makes the catch. And that's the first out. That'll bring up the catcher, Mercer Hudson. So Hudson will step in. Playing in game 2 of the day. Caden Wilkes caught game 1. Hudson catching game 2. Throw over to first. Diaz is back easily. And now Yelton's ready. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, strike one. Good pitch there from Yelton. 0-1 now to Hudson. Yelton set. Goes back over to first once again. Good play by the first baseman, Tyler Rosario. Mercer Hudson, a freshman from Columbus, Georgia. 0-1 is the count. Yelton's ready. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Ball one. So 1-1 now, the count on Hudson. Yelton's ready. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. McKee going back. But it'll be Cruz Arnold taking it in. And 2 down. So after the leadoff single, Drew Yelton's gotten 2 quick outs. And that'll go to the top of the lineup now with Lincoln Pack. So Pack steps in, flew out to center field his first time up. Was 2 for 5 with a big 2-run single in the first game of the day. That one's outside, ball one. One-0 pitch to Pack. Yelton's watching first. High bouncing ball. The shortstop gets to it but won't have a play. An infield single for Pack. And 2 on now for Pensacola with 2 down. And Taft Middleton coming up the plate. So Taft Middleton steps up. Grounded out to first base his first time up. Comes up here in a big spot with 2 on, 2 out. Yelton's first pitch lined into right field, and that will fall in front of the right fielder. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Good single by Taft Middleton, and now Caden Hartman comes up with the bases loaded and 2 down. So Hartman steps in, flew out to center field his first time up. Comes up in a big spot, bases loaded, 2 down. As Yelton finds himself in a little trouble here in the third. First pitch, fouled back, strike one. Two down here in the third. Hartman ready. Yelton stepping back on the rubber. And now here comes the pitch. Line, second baseman with a nice play. Walker Hartley makes the catch and ends the threat. So Pensacola threatens but can't score. We head to the bottom of the third. Cleveland Community College leading 4-0. So Jackson Steinmetz will take over on the mound for Pensacola. As we head to the bottom of the third. 2 innings from Cameron Johnson. 4 earned runs. 3 strikeouts. No walks. 1 walk. And 1 hit by pitch. So Jackson Steinmetz, redshirt sophomore from Gulf Breeze, Florida, right-hander, takes over. And he'll start the day against number 18, Tyler Rosario. So Rosario steps in, struck out to end the first inning. Leads things off here. Steinmetz first pitch, inside, ball 1. Jackson Steinmetz. Ground ball. Third baseman has it. Over to first. Ethan Murray makes the play for the first out. So 1 up, 1 down. Walker Hartley coming to the plate. So Hartley steps in. Flew out to left field his first time up. First pitch outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Steinmetz. Lined into center field. Lincoln Pack is on it and makes the catch for the second out. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Connor Lindsay coming up. So Lindsay steps in, grounded out, his first time up. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Takes that one, ball 1. That one's looking at the mound, ball 2. Steinmetz still going to swipe some dirt and see what happened there. That one's off a little bit, 3-0. So Lindsay's ahead in the count, 3-0. Steinmetz is ready. Strike one. 3-1's the count now. Steinmetz is ready. Here's the 3-1. High fly ball to right field. Stallworth's there and makes the catch. So 1-2-3 inning for Pensacola. And we head to the fourth inning. Cleveland Community College leading 4-0. So Caden Wilkes will start things off here in the fourth for Pensacola. First pitch outside, ball one from Drew Yelton as we enter the fourth inning. Cleveland Community College leading 4-0. Here's the 1-0, ground ball to the shortstop. Alex McKee makes the play. And one up, one down here in the top of the fourth. Grant Walters coming up to plate. So Grant Walters steps in. Flew out his first time up. That pitch is a good one, strike one. Drew Yelton is ready with the 0-1. That one's low, ball one, 1-1. That's the count. Turns on that one, Walters did. High fly ball and deep and foul. Had the distance just a little bit to the left. And now it's 1-2 now on Walters. So 1-2 now, Yelton ready. Grant Walters back to the box. Walters takes another second. And And now here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swinging strike. And that's the second out of the inning. His second strikeout of the day for Yelton. And now with 2 outs, Jackson Stallworth will come up. Stallworth hits the first shot over the shortstop's head and into left field for a base hit. And Stallworth's now 1 for 2. And so now with 2 outs, Anthony Diaz will come up to the plate. So Diaz, who singled in his first at bat in the 3rd inning, after going 2 for 3 in the morning, comes up now with a runner on first. As Pensacola tries to get something going against Drew Yelton. First pitch swinging, high bouncer, and that's going to be an infield single. Yelton got to it but had no play. So now 2 on with 2 out. Ethan Murray will come to the plate. So 2 on, 2 out here in the 4th. And they're going to have a little chat with Drew Yelton. Make sure everybody's on the same page. So, conversation's over. Yelton looks ready. Ethan Murray stepping into the box. And Yelton's first pitch. High, ball 1. So 1-0 count to Murray. Flew out to center field's first time up. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. The Yetis do have action in the bullpen. Number 34, Carter Sturchy, warming up. Here's the 2-0 to Yelton. High fly ball on the infield. The first baseman, Tyler Rosario, makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out of the top of the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Cleveland Community College leading 4-0. So Jackson Steinmetz finishing his warm-up tosses here as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Cleveland Community College still leading 4-0. He'll face McKee and then the top of the order here in the fourth inning for Cleveland Community College. So Alex McKee will step in, hit by a pitch back in the second inning. Lead things off here in the fourth for the Eddies. Steinmetz is ready. Here's his first pitch. Ground ball down the third base line, but foul. So 0-1. That one's fouled back. 0-2 now. So 0-2 count to Alex McKee. He's back in. Steinmetz is ready. Here's the pitch. That one got away. Ball one. So it's now 1-2. Steinmetz pitch. Outside. Ball two. 2-2. So 2-2 count on McKee. That one's outside. Ball three. 3-2. So 3-2 count. Steinmetz pitch. Outside. Ball four. First walk of the day for Steinmetz. Puts McKee on, and now Riley Stiles coming up. So the leadoff hitter for Cleveland struck out and walked. He was scored back in the second. Comes up for the third time. This time facing Steinmetz with McKee at first. McKee's hit by a pitch and walked. That one's outside, ball one. So 1-0 count. Steinmetz looking over at McKee. Now he sets. Turns, throws over. McKee's back in plenty of time. Riley lays the bunt down. It's a good one. Steinmetz has to play first. And McKee advances to second on the sacrifice bunt. So with one out, Tim Negron comes up. Negron 2 for 2 today, has an RBI and run scored. The catcher steps in, now with a runner in scoring position for Cleveland. Steinmetz looking back at second, now the pitch. A little high, ball one. So the 1-0 pitch. Base hit up right next to the third baseman, and they will wave home McKee. There will be a play. No, the throws offline. McKee scores, and it's 5-0. So another RBI single for Tim Negron. And the Eddies are up 5-0. So with one out, now Cruz Arnold steps in with Negron at first. Cruz Arnold had an RBI single his first time up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's high, ball 2. Here's the 2-0 from Steinmetz. High fly ball. Out to right field. Jackson Stallworth's over and makes the catch. 2 down now. Tanner Britt coming to the line. Plate. So Tanner Britt steps in. Singled and scored back in the first. Was hit by a pitch in the second. Fouls that one straight back. Strike 1. Britt, the center fielder. With Negron on first. He lines that one to left field. And that's over the head and to the wall. Negron around to third on a double by Britt. And that'll bring up Wyatt McSwain. So the double by Tanner Britt has runners now on second and third. Wyatt McSwain stepping in. Lined out with the bases loaded in the second. Comes back up here with 2 on in the fourth. That one's high, ball 1. Fouls that one straight back. Strike 1. 1-1. McSwain taking his time, getting back in the box. Counts 1-1 on Steinmetz. That one's outside. Ball 2. 2-1. So 2-1 count now on McSwain. Steinmetz is there, and good pitch there. Strike 2. 2-2. So 2-2 count. Steinmetz is ready with 2 outs. McSwain steps out. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one off. Remains 2-2. So 2-2 count. McSwain's ready. That one's outside. 3-2. So full count. Runners on second and third now. Steinmetz looking to get out of the inning. Big chopper to second base. Nice grab. And the throw. Not in time. It cost 2 more runs. A good play by Grant Walters, but he wasn't in time to get the runner. McSwain. Both Britt and Negron score on the infield single. 2 more runs. It's now 7-0 Cleveland Community College. So Rosario steps in. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Rosario hits the first ball out to right field. A great dive, but he missed. Stallworth gets to it quick. Around third is McSwain. McSwain will score, but the runner's out at third. Rosario out at third, and no run. So we head to the top of the fifth. Cleveland Community College now leading 8-0. The ump did call the run as he was thrown out going to third on the double for the final out. So we head to the fifth inning. Pensacola needing some runs as Mercer Hudson will lead things off. And then the top of the lineup for Pensacola. Carter Sturchy takes over for the Yetis here. And the 1-1 here to Mercer Hudson. Sturchy, a sophomore from Matthews, North Carolina. Strike 2. Quickly 1-2. So 4 strong innings from Drew Yelton. His day ends. And Hudson leads things off with a single down the line. So a good start for Pensacola as the leadoff hitter gets on. And now the top of the lineup coming up as Hudson goes to second on the play. Good heads-up base running by the catcher, Mercer Hudson. And so that brings up Lincoln Pack. So Carter Sturchy taking over for Drew. Now Lincoln Pack comes in. 1 for 2 so far today. That ball's high, ball 1. Sturchy's ready. Pack's ready. Here's the 1-0. Good pitch there, strike one. So 1-1 count now. Lincoln Pack was 2 for 5 in the first game. 1 for 2 so far today in this one. That one's outside, ball 2, 2-1. As we're in the top of the 5th inning, Yeti's leading 8-0. Sturchy's ready. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouls that one off, 2-2. Carter Sturchy appeared in 8 games last year, had a 3.97 ERA, 3-0 record. High fly ball from Pack. The center fielder, Tanner Britt, is under it and makes the catch. Hudson has to hold at second. So 1 out now. Taft Middleton coming up. Taft Middleton will step in. One for 2 so far today. Was 2 for 4 in the first game. That one's inside, gets away from the catcher, so Hudson will go to third. And it's ball 1 to Middleton. Looks like the ump's okay. Looks like that one got his hand or his wrist. But he's flexing it and looks like he's going to be okay. Middleton will step back in. It's a 1-0 count. Sturchy's ready. That one's high. Ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0. So 3-0 count now to Middleton. That's a strike. So 3-1 with Hudson at third. Pensacola looking to get on the board here in the 5th. 1 out. Here's the 3-1. That's high, ball 4. So Middleton gets a walk. And now with first and third, Caden Hartman will step to the plate. Tim Negron calls timeout, wants to have a word with Sturchy. As Caden Hartman gets ready to step in for Pensacola. 2 on, 1 out here in the 5th inning. The Pirates needing some runs as Cleveland Community College has jumped out to an 8-0 lead. In Game 2 here at the Prospect Select Spring Kickoff at Bruce Bochy Field. And Hartman steps in now. Sturchy's ready. That one just stayed up a little bit. Ball 1. So 1-0, Sturchy's ready again. Hartman hits that one through the gap in between first and second. That'll drive in a run. RBI single for Caden Hartman. And Pensacola's on the board. Middleton goes to second, and so now first and second for Caden Wilkes. Caden Wilkes steps in, 0 for 2 so far today. As Middleton's at second, Hartman at first. Still just 1 out here in the 5th. That one misses, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Sturchy. Strike 1, 1-1. So 1-1 count now. Wilkes is set. Sturchy's pitch. Low, ball 2, 2-1. Grant Walters on deck. Wilkes ready. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's high, 3-1. So 2 on, a 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. So counts full now. Caden Wilkes is set. Sturchy's pitch. Fouled that back. We'll do it again. Sturchy's ready. Swinging strike, big strikeout from Sturchy for the 2nd out. 2 down now with 2 on, and Grant Walters stepping to the plate. Oh, coach is coming out. And he's going to the bullpen. So that'll be it for Sturchy today. As the Eddies go to the bullpen. It'll be number 14, Aaron Main, sophomore from Belmont, North Carolina. Take over with 2 on, 2 out here in the 5th inning. So the right-hander taking his warm-up tosses here. As Cleveland Community College leads 8-1 here in the 5th inning. Game 2 of the first day of the Prospect Select Spring Kickoff. So Grant Walters will step in. 0 for 2 so far today. As Aaron Main is done with his warm-up tosses and he's ready to get started here. 2 outs in the 5th inning. First pitch, strike 1. Aaron Main set. Swinging strike, strike 2. Quickly 0-2 to Grant Walters. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball 1. So 1-2 on Walters. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike. So Aaron Main comes in, gets the strikeout to end the threat. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Cleveland Community College leading 8-1. Pensacola State has a new pitcher on the mound. Number 12, Isaac Bates, redshirt freshman from Pensacola, went to Escambia High School. Making his season debut here. And he'll face the bottom of the Cleveland Community College lineup. Hartley, Lindsay, and McKee. So Walker Hartley will start things off. He's flown out to left field and center field in the first 2 at-bats. He'll be the first batter for number 12, Isaac Bates. Strike 1. one's lined straight back. Quickly 0-2 as Bates has come in and started throwing strikes early. Hartley sets. Here's the 0-2 from Bates. Outside, ball one. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball two, 2-2. So Hartley works the count even, 2-2. Isaac Bates is ready. Here's the 2-2. Fouls that one off. Hartley protected on that outside pitch. Count remains 2-2. That's a bouncing ball to the second baseman. Grant Walters has it over to first for the out. Tight play, but Walters makes it happen. And one up, one down. Connor Lindsay coming up. So Lindsay comes up, 0 for 2 so far today. Bates' first pitch, fouled straight back, strike one. Here's the 0-1 from Bates. Strike two, good pitch there from Isaac Bates. And now it's 0-2. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. Got him looking. Good pitch from Bates. First strikeout is one looking, and there are two outs here in the fifth inning. Alex McKee will step up to bat. McKee was hit by a pitch and walked, scored both times. He's been up today. Comes up here with two outs in the fifth. And that one hits him. So now he's been hit twice and walked. Back on base for the third time as Riley Stiles in the top of the lineup comes up to bat. We'll have a pinch hitter, actually, for Riley Stiles. Dom Jones will have his first bat at bat. Dominic Jones back in his sophomore season for the Eddies. Jones played in 12 games and hit .263 in his freshman season. He'll pinch hit for Riley Stiles here. First pitch, fouled back. So Jones comes up now with McKee at first. That pitch is in there quickly, 0-2 from Bates. Bates looking at the runner at first. Now he sets. Here's the 0-2 to Jones. Jones lines it right back. What a play by the second baseman. A great play by Grant Walters ends the inning. Dom Jones robbed of a hit on a great play by Grant Walters, and that's the end of the fifth inning. We head to the sixth. Cleveland Community College leading 8-1. Cleveland Community College will go to the bullpen once again. This time, number 16, Reese Gorton, will go to the mound. A freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. Really good inning from Aaron Main. So Gorton will make his warm-up pitches here. Make his college debut for the Yetis here in Game 1 of the season. Jackson Stallworth will get things started here in the top of the 6th. As he will face Gorton. First pitch, strike 1. Stallworth 1 for 2 today. Singled his last time up in the 4th. Good pitch there from Gorton. 0-2. Gorton set. And a swinging strike. Strikeout to start things off for Gorton. Maddox Land coming in to hit for Anthony Diaz. Maddox played Game 1. Two-0 count from Gorton. Strike 1 called. 2-1 now. That one's outside. 3-1. That one's outside. Ball 4. So Maddox Land earns the walk. And that'll bring up Brennan Ugluria for the first time. So Gloria steps in, sophomore from Frisco, Texas. Strike 1. With Maddox Land now at first. Ball 1, 1-1. Fouls that one straight back. Strike 2, 1-2 now. On Brennan Ugluria. Fouls that one off. Remains 1-2. That one gets away from the catcher. And Maddox Land will go to second base. And it's 2-2 now. Gloria. And drop third strike. Gloria ends up at first. Land at third. So still one out. And now Mercer Hudson comes to the plate. So Gurton now in a little trouble. First and third, one out. He looks and throws the first. Gloria's back. Hudson 1 for 2, singled and scored in the fifth. Back up here in the sixth. That one's inside, ball one. Here's the 1-0, fouls that off. Strike one. 1-1 now. Counts 1-1 on Hudson. Runners on first and third. Swinging strike, strike two. So now it's 1-2. One out here in the sixth. Runners on first and third. Foul that one straight back. Remains 1-2. Ready, here it is. Line to second, good play. Walker Hartley makes the catch. Steps on first for the double play. And just like that, Cleveland Community College is out of the jam. So we head to the seventh inning. Cleveland Community College leading 8-1. So Isaac Bates will stay in the game. He's warming up here as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Bates had a good fifth inning. So Bates done with his warm-up tosses. And here we go in the bottom of the sixth as Tim Negron will lead things off for Cleveland. Negron 3 for 3 today. Scored a couple times, driven in a couple runs. Definitely been the catalyst for the Eddies today. First pitch, strike one. Negron, all three have been singles. Just misses there, ball one. So 1-1. Here's Bates' 1-1 pitch. That one grounded up the middle. Nice grab by Walters. Grant Walters has had a good game at second base today. Another good play. 4-3. First out here in the sixth. That brings up Cruz Arnold. Cruz Arnold steps in. Has an RBI single today. 1 for 3 so far. He ropes that one into the gap. Center fielder makes a diving catch. What a play by Lincoln Pack. A full-out diving catch in left center field for the second out. What a play right there by Lincoln Pack. So that brings up Tanner Britt now with 2 outs in the inning. Britt 2 for 2. Also hit by a pitch. Strike one. 2 really good plays here in the 6th inning, and now there's 2 outs. As Pensacola has definitely brought the defense. Strike 2 swinging on Tanner Britt. So quickly 0-2. Isaac Bates looking for a 1-2-3-6 here. That's a ground ball to third base. Murray has it over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Pensacola. And now we head to the 7th. Pensacola needs some runs to stay in it. The Eddies go back to the bullpen. Now number 15, Charlie Davis, will look to finish things off here in the 7th inning. Ironically, he'll face Lincoln Pack to start things off, who just made a great play in center field. The Pensacola is actually going to go to the bench here. Number 2, Aaron Rowell is going to get the at bat for Pack. So Jaden Gummersbach will get the bat first. Sorry. Jaden's a sophomore from Mount Dora. First pitch, ball 1. Strike 1. So Gummersbach versus Davis here. 1-1. Swinging strike, strike 2. So 1-2 count now. Davis is ready. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one back. Remains 1-2. Gummersbach's ready. Here's the 1-2. Fouls that one off once again. Gummersbach played in 44 games last season, hit .262, 4 home runs. Davis ahead, 1-2. Inside, ball 2, 2-2. As we're here in the top of the 7th inning. That one's low, ball 3, 3-2. So full count now. Jaden Gummersbach's worked the count full. Davis is ready. Here's the pitch. Hits that one. Bouncer, third baseman takes it over to first. Good play by Connor Lindsay for the out. So now number 3, Aaron Rowell, will take the at bat for Taft Middleton. 1 out here in the 7th. So Rowell steps in against Davis. That one's outside, ball 1. Rowell's a freshman from Shalimar, Florida. From Choctaw High School. Here's the 1-0. Inside corner, strike 1. Good pitch there from Charlie Davis. And the count's even 1-1 now. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. That's a good pitch. Strike 2. Got Rowell looking on that one. So Davis now 1-2 ahead. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to third base past the diving Connor Lindsay. And a base hit for Aaron Rowell. So Hartman will step in. Had an RBI single in the 5th. Comes up here with now Rowell at first base. First pitch, strike 1 from Charlie Davis. Davis is ready. He turns, fires. Rowell's back in time. So Hartman steps back in. He's ready. Davis is ready. inside. Ball one. So 1-1 now the count. Strike two on the inside corner. Good pitch from Charlie Davis. So 1-2 now. One out here in the top of the seventh. Aaron Rowell at first. Outside, 2-2. Tried to get him to go fishing. So Hartman sets back in. Charlie Davis gets the sign. High bouncing ball. Lindsay has it over to first. That's 2 down. So Rowell makes it to second, but now 2 down. And we have another pinch hitter. Number 27, Eric Soto, will hit for Caden Wilkes. Pinch hitting for Pensacola, number 27, Eric Soto. So Eric Soto gets in a bat, trying to keep things alive here. First pitch high, ball one. Rowell at second base. Charlie Davis is ready. Here's the pitch. And a good one, but just missed. Ball two. Didn't quite come back enough. So 2-0 to Soto. 3-0. Missed with fastball. So Soto now 3-0. Swinging, fouls it straight back. So now it's 3-1. Here's the 3-1. Fouls that one straight back. 3-2 now. So full count now to Eric Soto. Ump calls time. Charlie Davis takes a second. 2 outs here in the seventh. Full count. Aaron Rowell at second. Here's the pitch. And that one gets by the catcher. So ball 4. Soto will go to first. Rowell goes to third. And first and third now. And we'll have another pinch hitter, number 10, Nash Perez. Freshman from Pace, Florida. Get his first at bat here. First pitch, strike one. Charlie Davis looking for the final out here in the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lined into left field for a base hit. That's going to score Rowell. And Pensacola now trails 8-2. RBI single for Perez. So that'll bring up Jackson Stallworth. Runners on first and second now. Ball one to Stallworth. Here's Davis's 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. So 2-0 count. Davis looks back at second. Now he's ready. Fouls that one straight back, 2-1. So 2-1 count. Stallworth 1 for 2 today. Single back in the 4th. Rips that one for a base hit. Around third and home comes Soto. Here's the throw. It's offline. Another run for Pensacola here in the 7th. Nash Perry makes it all the way to third on the single by Stallworth. So that'll bring up Maddox Land now, but they're going to have a conversation with Charlie Davis first. So Maddox Land will step in. He walked in the 6th. Came in for Anthony Diaz. Comes up now with first and third, 2 outs. 2 runs already home for Pensacola here in the 7th. Has cut the lead to 8-3. That's ball 1. Davis is ready. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging strike, strike 1. Final game of the day today will be the Titans against this Cleveland Community College team. 6 p.m. start here at Bruce Bochy Field. Charlie Davis set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball in foul territory. It's going to go out of play. Strike 2. So 1-2 now. Charlie Davis. There's the 1-2 pitch. Line to center field. Tanner Britt on the run. But oh, what a catch by the shortstop. Alex McKee makes a great diving catch. And that ends the ball game. What a way to end the ball game. McKee with a diving catch out in short center field. And that's a win for Cleveland Community College. 8-3. Pensacola State ends the day 0-2. Be back tomorrow. Stick around for the 6 p.m. game when the Titans face Cleveland Community College. We will see you back then.